toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his...
Brings into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Washington. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Going to the run, it's Reeder. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Wilcox. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. That's reeled in. It's Woodard.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
To the air, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a grab for a big play. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
With the catch, it's Wilcox. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Oh, there's the ball. The defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
On the set. Keep it rolling, fellas.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Puts it out of the air. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Wilcox. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go with a direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some play.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Crimson Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll go to the counter play. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got it in the middle and smart. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Pringle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.